berries and a splash of superior milk from numerous almonds. I'm so full. Next up, hello you guys, and welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, we're going to be discussing our morning routines. Now, if you don't know what this is, let me explain. So essentially, a morning routine can help start your day on the right foot and be more productive. Some things that people typically include in their morning routine is waking up early, making their bed, preparing the night before, meditating, breakfast, reading, exercise. Everyone's morning routine is going to look different. However, after reviewing a lot of morning routines, especially the ones on TikTok, it's making me feel like it's giving unrealistic, if you know what I mean. So today we're gonna dive into some influencers' morning routines and kind of get a feel of whether this is realistic, unrealistic, or if we're just capping at this point. Sorry, pause real quick. I have been seeing a lot of 5 a.m. morning routines. A lot of people are raving over this 5 a.m. stuff. I have even been influenced to the point where I tried to start waking up at 5 a.m. It's not for me. I am actually a 6 a.m. girly. I do get up at 6 a.m. I go to the gym. I start my day very slowly, and then I get into work around 8:30. But yeah, I've been seeing a lot of 5 a.m. girlies. And I want to see if this is for real. I know a lot of influencers have gotten caught because they're saying it's 5 a.m. But then when people do their research and whatever, some proof, a lot of people are getting caught from their clocks because their clocks don't say 5 a.m. They say like 8, 9 o'clock. But yeah, I do want to see what this looks like because I know at 5 a.m. I don't have the energy. Even 6 a.m. half the time I'm like... So, I don't know. I can't. Personally, I'm not a 5 a.m. girly. Catch me at 6, 7. Okay, we're at the gym. Ooh, that looks good. $5 a.m. So I do know there are people, I know people personally that do wake up at 5 a.m. and they get to the gym, they get their workout over with, and then they start their day. It does look like she has a corporate job that she starts at like 9:30. But the part that gets me is like the timestamps, and like in my head I'm calculating, okay, she was at the gym from 5 to like, let's say 6:30. That's believable, I guess, yeah. And then she takes her dog out 6:45, I think it was. She's eating breakfast, I think it was 7:30. So like I'm like, okay, boom, 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 because in my morning routine, honestly, like I wake up at 6, I'm at the gym by 6:30, and I'm back home by 7:30. I start work around 8:30, and like I'm kind of like, I'm not in a rush per se, but I'm kind of just like boom, 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 boom. So yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. 4 a.m. 4 a.m. Yeah. Okay. What? Okay, so she is providing timestamp receipts, but like my thing is like, we can all wake up and make content at 5 a.m. one day. Like I can probably even do it like once a week, but like every day, or like even 3-4 days a week or 5 days a week, that's when it starts to take a toll on my body. And I'm like, absolutely not. Unless I have to be up for work at 5 a.m. Like, I'm just not gonna be up at 5 a.m. This is not my choice of whatever. I don't know. Okay, but she's getting in her exercise. Okay, so she didn't do anything that was too unrealistic. She got up at 6 a.m. Very realistic, very believable. She has a regular life, regular day. She was putting makeup on at 6:50 a.m. Couldn't be me. I don't wear makeup on a regular day basis anyways. But you know what it is? I guess the part that gets most of us is the fact that these people are getting up at 5 a.m., 6 a.m., whatever, showing us their morning routine. But me as a content creator myself, I know the amount of, well, and I do the bare minimum, but like I know the amount of work that goes into filming something, angles, setting up the actual camera. Sometimes you need to do lighting, like all of the intricate little details that come into play when you're actually recording something. It can take time, you know, like if you're doing a 10-minute task, all of a sudden that 10-minute task turns into 20 minutes because you have to set up and record this thing. So it's not that it's not believable, but it's like, it's not believable for me like all the time. Like when people record these stuff and show the timestamps, I'm like, if I know it takes me 10 to 15 minutes for my basic little setup, and like trust me guys, like when I say this is basic, like I mean like I'm sitting on a chair, this is my background, my camera's right in front of me. I had to make sure that my window and stuff was open so natural lighting was able to come in because I love natural lighting. I have to make sure my light is on because I need both lighting so that I can look like as bright as possible. And then sometimes I even set up a ring light, but I hate my ring light. I need to get a new one actually. But like all of this, and then I also have to make sure the angle's right. Like sometimes I have to adjust to the camera. Sometimes I gotta charge my camera. Like there's just a lot of stuff that goes into setting up to record something. And so that's the part that feels the most disingenuous and unrealistic to me, is the fact that these people make it look so casual, make it look so like nonchalant, like, oh yeah, this is at 6 o'clock, this is at 6:05, 6:10, and I'm like, it takes me 10 to 15 minutes to set up for like one take. So like when they are changing scenes, which is the part where I'm like, my brain I can't wrap my brain around this, but when we go from like one scene to another, that means you're having to reset these things up in a completely different setting, which is where I'm like, come on. Especially, I understand if you do this for like one day, but for those people that do like record every single morning, I'm like, I don't know. I just don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the only inconsistent content creator out there, but I just can't get with this because where do we find the time and the energy for this stuff? Stop. So first of all, did anybody peep the candle that says I'm better than all of you? So obviously this is a parody. This is all for jokes and giggles. This was hilarious, by the way. All of this is a parody. Obviously it's based on like real events, real happenings. And yeah, sometimes this is how it comes off when you are an influencer and you are sharing your daily life. It comes off this way sometimes, where it's like, it's so unrealistic to the point where it's comical, you know? Like she's saying like, oh yeah, in the morning, like, it's like the only people that literally have time to do these things that they say they're doing in these videos is an influencer, because you have all the time to literally record all these stuff. And then like you want to journal, you want to go outside, bask in the outdoors, then you want to do yoga, and then you want to work. It's like, oh my gosh, nobody has time for this. Like I barely have time to do this, and this is like a basic video. And then it's like some of the stuff that people do in their morning routines, it feels so scripted, which I know to a certain extent as an influencer you do have to script certain things, but it's so like, be for real. Like you just want to be like, be for real, you know? And then yeah, some influencers, they literally wake up looking like so fresh in the face. And like when I wake up, like I said, I'm like barely even able to like, I don't know, I'm barely even able to like find the energy to record. I don't think I've ever done like a morning routine like this. And it's like not only that, but it's the fact that in like a lot this is the part that kills me. A lot of people that vlog their morning routines or their routines, they will literally get a clip of them waking up in the morning, taking the covers off of them, and it's like, wait a minute, didn't you have to get out of bed, set up your camera, set up the lighting, set everything up, make sure the angles are right, get back into bed, and then re-wake up? No, it's giving be for real. It's giving unrealistic, it's giving not believable, it's giving disingenuine. And so that's where a lot of people are finding like the unrealisticness of it, because like you literally have to set up every single scene that you did in order to get this shot. So yeah. So this is what I'm talking about. Like he literally had to set up his camera to get that, and the girl beside him is like reading a book, as if we have time to wake up and read a book. I mean, maybe some of us do. I sure as hell don't. But he's really gonna hit us with the okay buddy, okay buddy. And then like he does like multiple shots of him opening up his curtains. He does multiple shots of him going into the bathroom. And then the angles. Ooh. Ooh. Where is he? No. Okay, so first of all, these are the morning routines that we're all talking about that are so unrealistic to the point where it's comical, because it's like he has so much different angles in this, and mind you, this is very aesthetic. This is an aesthetic morning routine that is so unrealistic. Like you have the perfect lighting, you have the perfect morning routine, you have the perfect stretch in the morning, the perfect angles. Like when he's doing anything, like it's at the right angle. He has multiple angles doing the same action, which is a sure sign that either you have two cameras set up, which is like double the amount of work to put in to get this footage, or you record yourself doing the same action more than once, which is where things become so disingenuous, so unbelievable, because it's like, okay, how many times did you have to brush your teeth in order to get that take? How many times did you have to do that morning stretch in order to get the perfect take? How much times did you have to open up your curtains to get the perfect take? You know what I mean? So although this is like beautiful, and I would, honest to goodness, I would love it if my morning routine looked like this. It just can't, because that's just not how anybody wakes up in the morning. He doesn't even wake up in the morning like that. So don't feel bad, guys. This is not real. This is all for you guys, right? So yeah, very interesting though. Like I will say, I prefer watching this type of morning routine because it's inspirational, but it's not realistic. And so like if I watch too much of this type of content, I will start to feel bad about myself. I will start to feel bad about how I wake up in the morning. I'll start to feel bad that I'm not like in the morning like But yeah, I think I'll stop this video here. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you like this type of content and want to see more videos like this, then don't forget to subscribe. And if you have any commentary on this, if you have any insight on your morning routine, if you want to share what time you wake up in the morning and what your morning routine looks like, then don't forget to leave it in the comment section down below. And I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye!